Hello and welcome to So Says Kez. My name is Kerry Ann, and this is my channel. Disclaimers, these are just my thoughts and opinions. I speak on behalf of nobody else, and also I swear. Now, I don't script anything that I do. I tangent all of this fandango, like I'm real. Keep it real. East side, west side. Anyway, so I just go when I'm drawn to make a video, and I've just watched this video that I just have to commend this fella, but it's just sort of made me twig. So today we're going to talk about racism. Now, I do talk about racism quite a bit. I am seen as racist, right? I am painted as racist. That's, if anybody was to look at my videos, it's like, yes, she's racist, she's Islamophobic, this, that, and the other. And I'm happy to, call me whatever you like. It will not make me see a lie as the truth if you call me names. I refuse to be bullied into believing a nonsense by name calling. So I'll take it. Sticks and stones, right, may break my bones, but names will never hurt me. Well, they sort of like wear you down a little bit, because when you know that you're not racist, being constantly seen as racist, when what you're against isn't even a race. Do you know what I mean? It's a religion. Anyways, so I've just watched this black fella defending white people against racism. And I just wanted to say, like, big ups to this chap. He was, I think it was the chap who was playing, his top of his head were cut off, but I'm pretty sure that it was the Scottish, I want to say Hamza Youssef, who was going like every bloke in Parliament white, every person in the media white, but saying it like with real fucking venom, with real anger, like, why are all these people white? And then at the end of it, this black fella said, like, that's because you're living in a white country. Like, literally, would you go into India and say, like, everybody in here is Indian? Like, literally, you're walking into that country. You can't then say, like, if you walked into Africa, say, sorry, but there's too many black people in positions of power. We must have their positions of power. It's not your fucking country, love, right? And it was nice to see somebody defending, because nobody defends white people against racism, and we are people are really racist, and the religion of peace is one of the largest culprits of that. The Pakistani group Muslim grooming gangs, thousands upon thousands of girls, with white girls, just white girls. They picked white girls. They were racist towards us, right? But that's not allowed, because we have this thing called white privilege and all of this. Anyways, I make light of racism as a rule, as I can't get my head around it, right? So I laughed Muslim jokes and whatever over the years, until I found out what they're about, and now it's not funny anymore. Like, they've ruined humour for me. What can you do? But yesterday I saw actual racism, and I just thought I'd put it out. If you've seen it, you will know that it's pure fucking racism. But yesterday I was currently crocheting a blanket for my son's girlfriend in America, who is mixed race, because obviously I raised him to be a racist as well. So I thought, right, I'll just sit here while I'm sat here and doing this crochet. I'll watch something on Netflix. Now, I was going to watch Physical Asia, right? But my son was in the room next door. We have the doors open in between. We're only 20 seconds in before I went, oh, hello. Walker for an Asian family. I'm like, literally, I can't watch this while anybody can hear what I'm saying because I can't keep my mouth shut. So I decided to not watch The Sexy Asian Men, right? So I thought I'd watch The Perfect Neighbour because I'd heard that like it's all body cam footage and this, that and the other. And I thought, oh, that'd be interesting. Do you know what I mean? I want to know what this is about. I know that she does some crime, that she's a bad woman and she does some crime. So I just stuck that on. Or by the end, it took me 15 minutes to stop sobbing at the end of that bleeding programme. Did I regret it? No. But that was heartbreaking. Absolutely pissing heartbreaking. And I consider myself pacifist, right? I don't like even raised words. Do you know what I mean? Not an angry person. Don't do anger. I think it's horrible. Like literally, it sets my energy off because we are all made of fucking energy, and literally, them bastards, got to get them in there, breed us and make our world so that people are angry all the time and jealous and or lots of nasty emotions and racist and whatever. So basically, that our energy is always negative. That's what they need to survive, is as being constantly negative. If we were happy, they would not be able to control us. So agendas, shit like that, you know. This woman on this program, vile, literally, and she called, like, she was predominantly after these little black kiddies that were playing outside her house, and she called them the N-word. And called them retards and whatever. But she was blatantly racist, did not care when she killed these kids' mum. And literally, it made me despair for the future of humanity. I don't understand racism, right? You know, like energetically. Because when you take God, when you realize what God is, like God doesn't see the difference in our skin. It's the difference in our hearts. It's like, it's who we are as a person. It's what our energy feels like that God sees. You know, like we aren't different except for the way that our energy is. And this woman is she's still alive, I think. Never mind. Sorry. But like literally, I couldn't grasp. I was trying to work out the anger that she felt towards these people because they were black. And obviously, like, you know, like the looking down on black people has been going on forever. And now we've entered this era where people are doing that with white people. And obviously Muslims have openly said that, you know, like I have it on video somewhere in the YouTube thing, that they have said like that their goal is to take over our country, and then they will, we will be the spoils of war, as whiteys will be the spoils of war when they've taken over our country. And if they don't want us anymore, if we're not a good slave, rather than just taking us out and hanging us and killing us off and basically being one slave down, they'll go and trade us on the markets. I ain't making this up, mate. I ain't making this up, right? Coming soon to in the state near me. Got a new mosque that nobody wants, but we're having it anyway. And basically, you know, like I and you know, whether it was because I was a white person, whether it was because I was a woman or because I wasn't a Muslim, I don't know why that Muslim man on Saturday in Leicester City Centre openly, visibly refused to shake my hand, took his hand, put his hand, like literally, I put my hand out to him, his hand went the other way, put firmly on his chest, and he looked at my hand like it was made of dog shit. Like literally, I just asked him to recreate Two Girls, One Cup or something like that. Disgust on his face at the mere thought of touching my skin. That, my darling, is racism. And I don't get that either. I don't understand racism. And yet I'm happy to sit here and be called racist, because I've got to tell you what I've got to tell you. But I'm telling you for now that we are going down a slippery slope. England especially, but America as well. We're going down a slippery slope where we are literally being invaded by racists, by people who think that we're beneath them because of the colour of our skin. Pure racism. And yesterday I proved to myself, because I get confused with this constant bombardment, you're racist, you're an Islamophobe, you're this, you're that. No. The way that my visceral reaction to seeing actual racism, I had to come upstairs and fucking ask my son for a 20-second hug. Literally, they work. If you're ever down, get somebody to give you a 20 seconds. You got to hold it for 20 seconds. It will reset your energy, promise. But I had to come up and then I told him all about it and everything. And I'm like, Corey, can I have a 20-second hug? He's like, yeah, I can do that. So we had a hug. And he says, and I started sobbing. And he's like, why? Why do you want the 20-second hug? I went, because I'm crying. He's like, okay, I can see that. Right, okay. And then I told him all about it and whatever. But it was so abhorrent to me, the way that this woman treated those people because of the colour of their skin. So abhorrent. I couldn't stop crying. Like, even after I'd told my son I'd had my 20-second hug, which calmed me down enough to be able to speak to explain the thing and whatever. And then I came back downstairs, started sobbing again. And it was straight up over 15 minutes. Because it said something like 17 minutes or something when I saw, because I put on Facebook a status saying, I've just watched this. Oh my God, that fucking racist bitch. And all of my friends, well, not all of my friends, that's ridiculous. I've got like a lot. But a load of my friends were like, oh, yeah, totally. You know, friends who were also seen as racist, who were like, literally, that was just disgusting woman. And it's like, how can we keep it to yourself, carry on? How can I find that so abhorrent if I myself am racist? I have a friend on Facebook who is black. I don't think that she's mixed race. But and she put something on Facebook about something that people say being racist, and her mates in the comments were like, yeah, you know, like when they say this blatant closeted racism and whatever, apparently saying that you're half caste is racist. Saying that calling somebody coloured is racist. I was told, like I thought saying the word black was racist. Like, this is a fucking minefield, mate. You either say something with nasty intent or you don't. Do you know what I mean? It's like accidentally, and it reminded me of her name's not Pauline Fowler. The lady who played Pauline Fowler, who got bollocked in Big Brother, Celebrity Big Brother, years and years ago for using the word Oriental. This was, oh God, it was at least 10 years ago, isn't it? And in all of those years, I still now, to this day, do not know what's offensive by the word Oriental. Don't understand it. Why is that racist? Why is calling somebody half caste racist? Why is calling somebody coloured racist? I ain't racist. I know full fucking well I ain't racist. So if I accidentally pick a word that somebody else perceives as racist, that makes me, no, it don't. I'm sorry, but I do not accept this. Do you know what I mean? Like, but I won't make fun of that. I make fun of the Islamophobia kind of racism, because it's like, for a start off, I know that you're the bad guy in this. Do you know what I mean? And all we need to do is just communicate with each other, and that will be stopped. Like, I have so many friends who are like, I don't know what we're going to do. I don't see any other way out other than fighting these people. And it's like, no, we just need education. We just need to tell people that these people pray 5 times a day to somebody that makes them see us as lesser beings, that they're taught to lie to us and make out that they're so charming and they're so nice, until they get in there and then they take what we have. That is their ultimate goal. But we're not taught that. And they get away with it because the ones in position of power fucking lie and pretend that they're on our side, whilst all the while subverting us, just basically taking over from within. That's not me racist saying that. It's me pointing out a factual agenda that they have. And they're of all different religions, so it can't be me being racist. But I proved to myself when I watched this thing last night, and it took me 15 minutes to stop fucking crying, and the disgust I felt at that woman's racism. I know I ain't fucking racist. I know I am. Well, I knew I wasn't anyway, but it gets in your head. Because them bastards, through the media and the government, are constantly telling people who ain't racist that they're racist, because they're going, excuse me, but aren't these people being bad? Like, like they kill their own kids. Is that not a bad thing? Like, to kill your own children if they don't like please you and stuff. Saw an article the other day, just gonna leave on this one. A little girl, I think she was in a foreign country, her dad raped her because she was acting too Western. I think she was German. Like, literally, her own father raped her because she was acting too much like us dirty, dirty whiteys. The kind of people we're dealing with. But please, continue calling me racist, because you won't stop me, because we need to know what's going on. But yeah, let me know what you think. Do you think that I'm racist for not wanting a future where my granddaughters can wear shorts outdoors? Like where literally every woman in the country has got to wear a sheet over her head, and literally if you do something that a man doesn't like, why is it sexism being brought into this? Why am I just got to be racist? Because I think it's not very nice if you bury a woman up to her waist and stone her to death because she slept with another man. I think it's a tad excessive myself. Like, but it's racism for you. Honestly, mate, get a fucking grip, realise what's going on. Wakey motherfuckers. I've got a friend on Facebook who puts wakey on everything, and I'm like, I've calmed myself down about it now, but at first, proper pissed me off. Lessons, mate, lessons. Life is about calming yourself down when you get irate. And by that, we will show their true colours, because I definitely ain't the one shouting. And I'm certainly not deputy leader of the Green Party fucking screaming at the top of his lungs, Allahu Akbar. We're fucked if we don't wake up, mate. And it's not racist. Don't worry, my darling. It's not racist to look at somebody and realise they're bullying you. Sorry. Please discuss in the comments below. Please consider liking, sharing, subscribing, and thank you for being here. Please come back. Never forget that I love you all. Bye.